What's going on, everybody? Wild Time here, back with another World of Warcraft video. Again, another week of the weekly recap of what I sold on my characters over two different realms. If you're wondering, why are you playing in two different realms? Well, I've switched back and forth a bunch of different times. Just two realms is where I have most of my characters on. I can't decide which one to compile them on, so that's what I'm doing. Description below. Discord, if you want to join the conversation. And also timestamps for the different things that we're going to be doing, like blacksmithing, leatherworking, etc., etc. So if you want to find out what we did with like leatherworking and skinning, you can go ahead and skip to that. It's a sort of a hodgepodge this week. I've been doing more Mythic Plus than anything. It's just sort of also trying to keep up with farming, but I haven't done any actual like specific gold farms. So just like mission tables and just posting some of the stuff I already had in my bags. So let's look at last week. Last week, let's see, we were at 3.7 million, and then it dipped down here a little bit, and we're like 3.6 now. So I didn't really spend a whole lot. So let's go ahead and get this thing started here. What do we say? 3.748. On this room here. So let's go ahead and clear out the mailbox on Ham Sandwich, who is my alchemist and inscriptionist, and see what we got. Altogether, 80,000 gold. I did sell some potions here recently. Now I'm only making like 18 gold each on these, so I have to sell a lot of them. But most of the alchemy for me is not doing very well still, even with the new season. So if we look here, you can see that only a few of these are making gold. A lot of these are still losing gold, which is really dumb because whoever is out there selling them at a loss, stop, right? Because if you're selling, even if you're gathering your own herbs, doing it like this, you would make more gold selling the herbs instead of crafting it and selling it for lower. I mean, that's just goofy. But that's the way that it is. Okay, back to the mailbox. Vial of the Sands. Sold it for 50K, and I get 47.5 back. Now, I made a video about getting the vendor mats, the file, and the Sands of Time cheaper. You get a 20% discount. If I did not have that discount from the vendor mats, I would not be making Vial of the Sands, because you save, I think it's like 5,800 gold, and so when I sell these, I'm actually only making like 4 to 5K. So if I didn't have that discount on this realm, Vial of the Sands would be worth nothing. But it's something I can repeat over and over, even though I'm having to spend like 40K to get a like a 3 or 4K profit back. I mean, it sells fast and it's repeatable. Endless Tincture of Renewed Combat, super awesome. Made about 1,500 gold on this. It is a Legion craft, and I'm a rank 3, so actually if I craft one, I have a chance to proc another one. Another one right here. Endless Tincture. Glyph of the Spectral Vulpine. Sold 2 of them. Actually made probably about like 1K on these. That was nice. Price dropped since then. Thin Jelly. So the jelly farm, I've been selling it, but I also still need the beam out. So I farmed for like 30 minutes earlier and turned a bunch in and still don't have enough for the beam out. But I did sell some off. Highborn Compendium of Sundering. Look, guys, if you don't know this recipe, you need to know it. This is a BFA recipe. It does take a few expulsum to make, but we're making like 8K on each of these. And I sold one here, sold one here. So 2 within a day of each other. That's pretty awesome. Other than that, just some herbs and stuff like that. Yep, so that's it. So 80K on this guy. Let's open it all up and get to our next one here. Okay, let's move on. Okay, Deadly Wedgie, leatherworking and skinning. Let's see what we got. Didn't craft anything hardly with leatherworking this week. Did manage to sell a flaming hoop though. This is a Legion craft, takes fellhide. I haven't even done my fellhide quests this week, honestly, because I've just been busy with other stuff. But I made probably about 2K or more on this, probably more on this flaming hoop here. Thick cleft tooth leather. Cleft tooth leather, one of my favorite farms. price is tanked, but it's still selling for about 100 gold a piece. Easy to farm. Plus you get knot hide leather and some other stuff. Fell hide, I sold some of it off. Desolate waist guard, made a few hundred gold. Heavy desolate leather. Didn't even mean to sell those. I meant to craft with them, but TSM error. Oops, actually operator error on TSM. I didn't mean to sell them. Leather love seat. Probably made about 2.5 to 3K on that. Again, Legion craft. Other than that, just some little like piddly stuff that I got out of the mission tables. Eternal crystals. Sort of desolate armor kit. Wildfowl eggs. I mean 96 silver. Shadebound treads, probably made about 300 to 400 gold on that. Shadebound helm, same thing. So all these like novice crafts that I make. So you put the novice crafter's mark in the item, makes level 50s available to wear it, drops the item level down to 87. Those are still selling really well. So I'm making, 300-400 gold a pop on those. Which compared to something like Alchemy, where you have to make like 100 of something and sell it to make 1,000 gold, you could make 2 or 3 of these and make 1,000 gold. So some more cleft hoof leather here. So I actually need to go do a cleft hoof farm again because I'm about out. I'm actually going to make a note here because I want to go back and do some more cleft hoof. Maybe that'll be the next stream. Not sure. Anyway, let's open all that. It's almost 18K. So not bad for just coming and reposting every once in a while. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Alright, Beard of War, Blacksmith and Engineering. A ton of gold making potential with this guy. If I stick to it in craft, which I have not done. Let's just see what we got though. Shadow Steel Arm Guards, 1,700. These sold for really cheap, these Ceremonious Pauldrons. I mean, I probably only made like 60 gold on those. Those went way too cheap. I should have waited out a little bit. Mechanical Pandaren Dragonling. That is a pet, I believe. That's engineering from Pandaria. Make about 1K on that, maybe more. Wormhole Generator. All the Wormhole Generators make good gold. I make like 1,000 gold or more. Pump Action Bandage Gun, Legion, crafting recipe. Make about 2,000 or more on that. Here's a big one. Demon Steel Greaves of the Aurora. The Demon Steel stuff sells fairly frequently and for a lot depending on the piece. So these I probably spent maybe 300-400 gold on to make them, and it's sold for 13K. So let's open this up and I'll actually pull up the Demon Steel stuff real quick just to show you. This is actually not doing so well right now, and the cost is inflated as well. But let's see if we can check it out. Blacksmithing, Demon Steel. You know what I haven't made in a while? A core bound harness. Because I haven't had enough bloods. Oh, I do have enough bloods though now. Look at this. I got 50 bloods and I can make this this steel bound harness and make 25K. So let's go ahead and make a note of that as well because we can make that and make really good gold. But look at the Demon Steel stuff. Demon Steel Greaves, 25K profit. Demon Steel Pauldrons, 13K profit. Waist Guard, 356K. Boots, 14K. I mean, they have a low sell rate, but I sell usually one every week or every couple weeks. It's nice just to have them up there. Moving on. Okay, Deadly Kora, Enchanting, and what else? Enchanting and Tailoring. I haven't crafted anything for Tailoring in like forever. Enchanting, same sort of thing, right? So sort of been lazy on this guy. But we did have, 8K worth of sales, so let's look at them. Eternal Crystal, 2,700. Now, I accidentally sold these. But if you have Enchanting, you can always get so the mission tables you run, you can get low level gear that you're probably going to outgear really, really quick. So if you're a disenchanter, it's going to be more worth it for you to run those equipment missions because you can DE them and then get the Eternal Crystals and then sell them as is or, make them into crafts. Nothing really. Shadowless hand wraps. Probably made 300 gold off that. Light step hoof plates. These are a good seller. It's mount equipment, right? So they sell, and I probably made about 1K or 1.5K off those. Force multiplier, making about 1,000 gold on those. That's a good one to sell as well. So nothing too crazy, just, but almost 9,000 gold for not really doing anything on this guy. Not too bad. You can make a lot of gold like on each character if you really hone in on it and like get the ins and the outs of what it sells for. But when you've got so many, it's hard to keep track of all of them at once, right? So let's check out our bank Toon. All right, bank sandwich, bank Toon. Now I have a bank Toon. If you notice, I have the Brutosaur, so I typically list everything from all my characters on the Brutosaur instead of sending them all here. But if you don't have the Brutosaur mount, the auction mount, then having a bank Toon is the way to go, because you can craft stuff, send it all over, and then you can just leave them parked outside of the auction house. Let's see, some minor, what is this, probably just Transmog, some plans that I picked up. Abyssal Eel. Okay, so this is one of the things that I buy in Stormsong Valley from BFA with pet charms that I run mission tables with. So mission table missions that give you pet charms, you can turn those into a lot of gold with pets, and they're going to be more productive. Well, they're going to be more lucrative than the actual gold missions a lot of times. Another endless tincture of renewed combat. Crash and Thrash and Roller Controller comes from a drop in Draenor. Sold really low for 1.4K, but that's just how it goes. Okay, and let's go ahead and open it all. And then I actually have a bonus character today that I want to show you. So let's go look at that, and then we'll find out the actual profit that we made this week. Okay, this is my Warlock, and the whole reason I have a Warlock is to farm Timeless Isles for the demon book that gives green fire, right? So I'll show you why. Typically, I would get this, I would send it to my bank Toon. I did not send it to my bank Toon because I listed it, didn't think it was going to sell, so I switched realms, and it sold the first day. It's the Sealed Tome of the Lost Legion, sold for 21K, so that's actually pretty amazing. So we'll go ahead and open that up. All right, now let's check and see what we got here on TSM. So we're now at 3.848. So we're 3.84800. All right, so let's see. Gold earned 126K, average earned per day, blah blah blah. Top item was Vial of the Sands. Gold spent 9K. Total profit 117K on this realm. So that is pretty good. Not too bad for not putting a lot of time in. Okay, so now let's check out our other realm and see what we made there. Okay, Captain Fantastic, my jewel crafter. Love him, loving it. Jewel crafting is doing really well. Let's check out last week though, where we stopped at. Well, we started at 1.150, so 1.1 million just about, and then I spent a lot because I leveled up the Shadowghast Legendary Neck Piece to level 7, and I did manage to sell one of them for like 30K, so I made like 15, but the price is rapidly dropping. So let's see what we got. Let's see. Versatile ring. Make 500-600 gold off this. Make probably about 1K off of this ring. This ring probably made about 1K off of. Same thing. Made about 500 gold off this ring. This ring right here probably made about 2 to 3K off of. It's crazy how much did they sell for on this realm. Shadowghast necklace. This is just a low level one that I sold off that I had to because I was ranking up and just sold it off there. Made probably about 3K on this ring. 2 to 3K I'd say. 2 to 3K on this ring. I mean, this is insane. The gold making is just insane. on jewel crafting right now. Look at this necklace. This is probably a 262 for 6K. That's bizarre. Here's what I sold: the Shadow Gas necklace, rank 7 for 32K. Versatile ring right here, 4K. Sold some straddling sage agate, 7K right here. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Lots of thousands of gold profits on here. I mean, just so much good stuff. 118K. This is so good. I want to look at individually just what we made off of jewel crafting. And also, I wanted to go ahead and take this time to do a cancel scan on my legendary. So I'm not a big fan of cancel scanning, but while I'm in here, I might as well cancel scan it. And just every time I sort of log into this guy, I will just cancel scan and try to just get to the top of the line on these shadow gas. And you can see even from a few hours ago when it was 20K, it's now 19.4. So the profit goes way down. So we'll go ahead and list that. And yes, let's see what we made. So here we're gonna deselect all. We're gonna go to this guy, and yeah, so look at that, 116K made. So that's pretty good, right? So out of that, what was it, 118 we pulled, 116 of it was profit. Is that right? So average earn per day, total earned gold. Yeah, so lots of profit there. All right, let's reselect them all and move on to our leatherworking skinner on this row. All right, deadly bones, leatherworking and skinning. Again, didn't do much with them, so let's just see what we got. 7K, knot hide leather, heavy knot hide leather. Now I'm buying knot hide leather and then using 5 of them to turn into heavy knot hide leather. I'm making anywhere from 100 to 300 gold on doing that. So that's a good little hustle there. Heavy knot hide leather. Some little stuff here. Heavy knot hide leather. I did sell a pet leash, made about 1K gold on that. So that's pretty much it. Some just basic level 87s and some heavy knot hide leather. That's about all that I did this week. So that didn't take long. Clear that up and move on. Okay, Shroom and Boom, my druid. I haven't quite got it figured out what I want to do. I have disenchanting and skinning right now, but I think I want to use my boost and have a Worgen druid, skinner, and enchanter, and then have this guy go back to gathering. I do have a speed set on him though for running old content. So yeah, I haven't ran any old content this week, but let's see what we sold. Let's see, nothing really. I mean, just tiny little things. 18 gold, 23 gold, 79 gold, just stuff I got from the mission table mainly. No big transmog sales at all, really. Oh, I did sell an albino river calf. So this is, I made a video about getting Draenor rep and why it was important. A couple weeks ago, you could have done that with Warlords of Draenor time walking. And one of the factions you get exalted with lets you buy the albino river calf, and it costs you about 800 gold, I think. I want to say, plus some crystals, Apexis crystals. But I sold it for 4,600, so that's pretty good. These Umberhide pauldrons, I bought them for 5 gold and resold them for 380. They're like a low-level legendary. And oh, I did sell a 665 gold and a 375 gold and a 427 gold transmog here. So that's not too bad. And then again, Umberhide Helm, bought it for 5 gold, sold it for 184 gold. So that's a good little hustle there as well. So like right now, like these Bone Shatter Vest, 3 gold. You can pick them up and reset the market to 300 or 400. Easy peasy. Did 8K gold though on this character. Let's clear this out and go check out some more. Okay, Turkey Club. Started leveling this guy. Did not get all the way to 60. I think I got to 58. Oh no, 59 on time walking. But I've got this juicy rested XP here to get him up to 60. Anyway, I started blacksmithing on him because I was like, you know, might as well make some gold. I don't really have anything set on him yet, but let's check out what we made. Shadowghast ingot. Ingot. So I was making. I was doubling my gold here, right? So if I spent 45 to make them, I was getting 45 gold back because you make every craft makes 2. So I was essentially doubling my gold. So 3K in that right there, 9K in this right here. I made a bunch of them and sold them, so that was great. Here's a Transmog. No idea where it came from, but I sold it for 300K. Ceremonious Greaves. Check this out. Ceremonious Gauntlets. These are level 87 gauntlets. Probably cost me, you know, 80 gold to make. Sold for 1K. Ceremonious Blades, same thing. 80 gold or so to make. 828K is what I sold it for. Shields. I mean, we're making like 6, 7, 800, 1,000 gold each on just the level 100 entry level weapons, and then also the level 87 novice crafter gear. And I don't even maxed out with blacksmithing or level 60 yet. So doing really well. Yeah, that spear is crazy. Actually, let's check that spear out real quick. Let's see. Spear. Ceremonious spear. Look at that. 918 gold. 0.1 sell rate. That's crazy. I love it. That's pretty much it. So 23K gold on this Toon. So having that extra alt with blacksmithing on this realm, definitely worth it. Got one more guy to check out. Let's go ahead and check him out. All right, Chubby Butter. Bank Toon. As you can see, I don't even have any bags for this guy really yet, so I haven't done a whole lot with him. But we had a pretty good sale. Contract Anakin and Cohen, you know, made with Inscription. These are just some little transmogs here. This is the big one here, Servant of Demidos. Now, this comes from a Demidos, a rare in Tanan Jungle. And if you're Alliance, you can just, you know, use your Draenor Hearthstone and then fly down. He's in Shadow Moon Valley. It doesn't take long to have somebody camped out there and kill him. And he has a chance to drop the Servant of Demidos. And sold him for 9K. So 10K on my little bank Toon here. Let's clear that out and then open up and see what we've got. So now we have 1.195. So 1,195. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we are now, I think, past the 5 million mark here. And the total profit on this realm looks like 152K. Not too bad. We are at 5 million roughly between both accounts. So that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Obviously, it's not technically halfway to gold cap because it has to be like in one realm to get gold cap. But still doing pretty decent. Having fun with it. Making gold. Doing Mythic Plus. And just sharing my journey with you guys. So, yeah, I hope you all learned something here. I hope you, you know, liked the content. And if you did, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to join the Discord. Remember, it's just a game. Take it easy. And until next time, I'll catch you all later.